My mother didn't even look up when she said it. Anna, he needs it more than you do. Her tone was calm, almost casual as she explained why my college fund, the account I had contributed to since I was 12, was now empty. Nearly $45,000, gone, handed to Marcus. My money, I repeated, fingers tightening around my coffee mug until my knuckles burned. Mom, that was for my master's program. You and Dad helped me set it up. Your father, she corrected sharply, isn't here anymore. Richard is your father now. And we agreed Marcus needed this opportunity. He's young, only 20. This business could set him up for life. You're already established. Established, as if years of tutoring double shifts at cafes and scraping by through undergrad had magically made me invincible. Meanwhile, Marcus, my 5-year-old stepbrother by marriage, not by bond, had spent his college years partying, drifting between majors, and failing at one entrepreneurial dream after another. Did you even ask me? I already knew the answer. We didn't need to, she said, turning her back as she fiddled with the coffee maker. Richard and I are still cousins, and honestly, you're being selfish. Family helps family. Family helps family. Funny how that rule only ever applied in one direction. Where is Marcus now? I asked. In Miami, scouting locations for his business. Her face lit up. It's going to be amazing, Anna. A combination cryptocurrency cafe and virtual reality lounge. Richard says it's the next big thing. Of course he did. Just like the smoothie delivery startup that never delivered a smoothie, and the pet fashion line that consisted of one lopsided dog sweater. And now, he'd taken my future too. I set my mug down, feeling something inside me calcify. I have to go. Don't be like this, my mother snapped. Marcus needs our support. You should be happy for your brother. Brother, a generous word for someone who had never once acted like one, but the shock didn't last long. By the time I reached my apartment, something inside me had shifted, clicked into place like the final piece of a puzzle. I was done being the reliable one, done being the backup plan, done being the daughter who never needed anything. I called Dr. Patterson, my old environmental science professor. Is that Norway research position still open? I asked. He hesitated. It's highly competitive, Anna, and it's a 3-year commitment. I thought you were staying here for your master's. Plans change, I said simply. Send me the application. That night, surrounded by grant forms and research proposals, I let the weight of the past few years fall away. My savings were gone, but I had something Marcus never would. Discipline, ambition, a plan that didn't revolve around luck, and a future no one could steal this time. The family dinner arrived. Marcus sat at the head of the table like a discount CEO, wearing a blazer with the price tag still attached, and a Rolex that fooled exactly no one. The VR headsets will be top of the line, he said through a mouthful of roast beef. People can trade crypto while chilling in a virtual tropical paradise. Revolutionary, right? My mother gazed at him like he'd just invented electricity. Anna, she said sharply when she noticed my silence, your brother is presenting. At least act interested. I set down my fork and smiled. Actually, I have news too. Can it wait? Richard interrupted. Marcus has important updates about the Miami property. Oh, I replied lightly. You mean the one he's leasing with my money? Silence slammed into the room. I reached into my bag and pulled out the letter I'd received that morning. I've been accepted into a fully funded research program in Norway. 3 years, I leave next month. My mother paled. Norway, but what about your master's program here? Well, I said, since my savings were redistributed, I had to explore other options. You can't just leave, Richard sputtered. What about family? I met his eyes. Family helps family. Remember, I'm finally helping myself. Marcus swallowed hard. Look, Anna, once Crypto Vibe takes off, I'll pay you back. Double, triple. That won't be necessary. I stood, consider it an expensive lesson in trust. My mother followed me to the door, voice trembling. Anna, be reasonable. Marcus needs us. Richard's mother needs rides. We count on you. And suddenly I understood. They weren't losing a daughter. They were losing a free chauffeur, a planner, a babysitter, a safety net. I stepped outside, feeling the cold air on my skin. Marcus is brilliant with business decisions, I said. I'm sure he'll handle it. The next weeks flew by. I sold my things, shipped boxes to Norway, ignored a tidal wave of guilt-soaked messages. Then Marcus appeared at my door, not in fake designer gear, not performing, just, Marcus, I messed up, he said quietly. I shouldn't have taken your money. No, I said, you shouldn't have. He shifted, looking ashamed. Mom and Richard always acted like you never minded giving everything up. I didn't realize what that did to you, or to me, for the first time. I believed him. Good luck in Norway, he said softly. I nodded. Good luck with growing up. Norway changed me. The crisp air, the long summer sun, the team that valued competence instead of compliance. My life finally belonged to me. I worked, hiked, learned, published. I became someone I liked again. Meanwhile, the messages from home evolved. Guilt, then desperation, then resignation. Marcus's Miami deal fell apart. Richard sank more money. They teetered on the brink of losing the house. Anna, my mother whispered over the phone, can you come home? Help us. No, I said gently. I am home. My life is here. But what about family? This is my family now, I said, looking at the photos of my research team on the wall. They support me. They don't use me. Later, Marcus emailed, not asking for anything, just admitting the truth. It's suffocating, he wrote. I finally understand why you left. I'm sorry, sis. I sent him resources, advice, a starting point. It was more than they had ever given me. 3 years later, I returned for a visit. The house was gone. My mother had her first job in years. Richard looked smaller, humbled. Marcus was finishing a business degree with real discipline, working, saving, building something for the first time. Anna, my mother said, taking my hand, I didn't understand before, but I am proud of you, and I'm sorry. Marcus nodded. You taught us all a lesson by walking away. Sometimes, I said softly, distance is the only thing that lets people grow. When Marcus helped me load my luggage the next day, he asked, do you think you'll ever move back? I smiled, thinking of the Norwegian mountains waiting for me. No, but I'll visit, on my terms. He laughed. Fair enough. We probably owe you a decade of space anyway. As my plane lifted into the sky, I realized something profound. They had taken my college fund, but in doing so, they accidentally gave me something worth far more: freedom, purpose, and a life that was entirely, beautifully mine.